Episode number 236 of the Tommy Maroon Sports Show right here on WCTV. Yes, sir. We're going to have a lot of fun, aren't we, folks? We're going to have a lot of fun by talking about why not the Cleveland Cavaliers. It's been a little bit rough lately, but Donovan Mitchell has been single-handedly carrying this team with 29.6 points per game winning the Cavs. And by the way, all these stats I'm going to mention, these players lead the team in the respective categories. So there is that. Jared Allen, 13.8 rebounds per game. Darius Garland, 5.5 assists. Jared Allen, 67.6 field goal percentage. But keep in mind, Jared Allen is not playing because he's hurt. He's claiming he's hurt, and it's not good to see. I don't think he's claiming that he's hurt. I think he really is hurt. But still, why isn't he coming back? I don't know. That is a great question. He still says it's not that good for him. Anyways, Darius Garland, 37.3% field goal percentage from three-point land. 1.3 steals per game for Evan Mobley and 2.2 blocks per game. 1.3 steals per game from Donovan Mitchell and 2.2 blocks per game by Evan Mobley. Game recap, shall we? Game 2. Cavs won it. How about that? 118-94. Donovan Mitchell put up 29 points, 8 assists, 7 rebounds, and Evan Mobley had 21 points, 10 rebounds. We cannot forget the fact that good old Karis LeVert had 21 points. Well, Jason Tatum hung 25 on the Cavs, and Jaylen Brown had 19. Celtics, as you can tell in this video right here, had a 9-point lead. Well, as you will be able to tell, a 9-point lead in the first. Each team with 3 blocks, and the Cavs out-rebounded the Celtics 44-31. Of course, anytime you get the rebounds, that usually means you're going to do something right. Game 3, tough loss, 106-93. Donovan Mitchell, 33 points, 7 threes. Evan Mobley, 17 points, 8 rebounds. Jason Tatum, 33 points, 13 rebounds. And by the way, once Game 3 started, the series shifted over to Cleveland. Jaylen Brown, 28 points and 9 rebounds. And Jrue Holiday, 18 points, 8 rebounds. Cavs were barely leading during the game. They had less rebounds and assists than Boston, which is never good. What's even worse was that they lost Game 4 last Monday night. 109-102 without Donovan Mitchell, because Donovan Mitchell's been doing so much for this whole Cavs team. It got to the point where he's like, I'm hurt, I can't do this, I'm injured. And it turned out that it didn't work out because he was hurt and didn't play. And the Cavs lost without him. Darius Garland had to step it up, 30.7 assists. He did step it up. Evan Mobley and Karis LeVert, 19 points each. Jason Tatum, again, 33 points, 11 rebounds. And Jaylen Brown, 27 points, 8 rebounds. Jrue Holiday had 16 points and 7 rebounds. I will say, as I was watching the game from the WBWC radio station in Berea, Ohio, I was getting my hope up. I'm thinking, hey, maybe the Cavs are going to win because they were up 65 or 66, 64 at one point and had 11 more assists than Boston. And then Boston just ran away with it. And now the Celtics are 1 win away from dancing to the Eastern Conference Finals, where they will play either New York or Indiana. And, of course, Game 5 is tonight on TNT. Big game, folks. Very big game. Because if the Cavs lose, the season's over. If the Cavs win, the season continues, and the series will go back to Cleveland. Game 6, if needed, will be at 8:30 at Cleveland on Friday, and then Sunday will be Game 7 if that series goes to Game 7, but I don't know if it'll go to Game 7 or whatnot. It's just a nerve-wracking time to be a Cleveland Cavaliers fan like myself, because I don't know if they're going to be moving on to the next round. It looks like Boston has their number. At least I hope they don't have the number, That would be bad. But it looks like it's bad. I know I keep on saying that, but it's true. Next thing's next, Cleveland Guardians. Team stats. Shall we look at guys like Jose Ramirez to your left, Josh Naylor to your right. Two very good sluggers. 332 hits for the Guardians altogether, 67 doubles, 45 home runs. This is heading into last night, by the way, so this has changed. 184 RBIs, 125 walks, 41 swipes, 236 average, 335 team ERA, 6 total shutouts, 13 saves, 379 strikeouts, a 120 whip, and an average of 231. Guardians at the White Sox was a rough one because they lost in 4 games to Chicago. Oh my goodness. How do you lose to the White Sox, or as I like to call them, the White Sox? Because they suck. Good Lord, that's bad. Anyway, so Jose Ramirez and Josh Naylor homered in game one back-to-back. Old Brent Bo Naylor had 2 hits in that game. And Jose Ramirez left the yard in game 2 with a 2-run shot. And so did Tyler Freeman, but he had a solo shot. Then Josh Naylor hit a home run in game 3, and Tristan McKenzie 6.2 innings in game 3, but it was not enough. Fortunately, game 4 was enough, because Andres Jimenez and David Fry hit home runs in game 4, while Logan Allen had 6 shutout innings. In this series that you're looking at right now, Guardians Rangers, yes sirree, Guardians will win the series over the reigning world champions, the Texas Rangers, at least 2-1. If not, it could be a clean sweep. Who knows? Who knows? What I do know is that game 1 was a good win, 7-0, where all the 7 runs of this game that you're looking at right now were scored in the 8th and 9th inning. 4 in the 8th, 3 in the 9th, which was impressive. And Jose Ramirez had 2 hits and 4 RBIs in game 1. Then in game 2, it was a 6-run second inning for the Guardians. And Josh Naylor had a 3-run shot. Yes, sir, a 3-run shot. He murdered the ball off a man named Jack Leiter, who only gave up 3 hits in the ball game, but 6 runs and 3 walks. So that was the end of the day for him after that 3-run shot. He didn't even last 2 innings. My goodness, I'm not complaining, though. I'm not complaining. Andres Jimenez had 2 RBIs yesterday. Let's look and see what he did to score it. Andres Jimenez singled on a line drive to center that scored Bo Naylor. And then later had a sac fly in the 9th inning. Texas decided to come back down 6-0. They made it 6-4, but a sac fly basically ended their day. So today it is going to be Carlos Carrasco going on the mound for the good old Guardians, and I believe John Gray, yes, John Gray for the Texas Rangers. And looking at the standings right now, where do they stand? The Guardians are still up top the AL Central, yes sir. 27-16, a game and a half ahead of the Kansas City Royals for second, and 2 games ahead of Minnesota, who's in third, 5.5 ahead of the Tigers for fourth. And the White Sox are drowning, 14 games out. Looking around the league right now, Dodgers are winning their division, no surprise there. Brewers winning their division, and the Reds off to a sluggish start, that's a little surprising. Phillies up top their division over the Braves, that's a little surprising as well. Seattle winning their division in a weak AL West. And the Yankees and Orioles are neck and neck for that American League East. Of course, if the season ended today, Cleveland would be the number 2 seed, which means they would get the first round off and face off against either Seattle or Minnesota for the playoffs. But then again, it's 27 and 16. 27 plus 16 is 43. 43 divided by 162. We've played over a quarter of the season, folks. That is hard to believe. That is unbelievably hard to believe. I mean, feels like just yesterday the season was beginning. Well, folks, we're not done yet on the Tommy Maroon Sports Show because I have some good news. We have 100 days to go. I don't know if you can see it. I'll walk up. 100 days. If we can focus on it. Back up a little bit. Yeah, you see it right there. 100 days to August 23rd, which is when the high school football season is back. How exciting is that, ladies and gentlemen? Now, we're going to have high school football soon. First week of the season for my Highland Hornets, it will be against the Hudson Explorers at Hudson High School. That will be a lot of fun to watch. I can't believe that the season's almost here. Looking at days until the 7th of September, 115 days to go. Which means 115 days to go till Baldwin Wallace football is back when we take on the Wittenberg Tigers at 12 p.m. kickoff time. Oh man, that's going to be a lot of fun, isn't it, folks? And of course, before you know it, once the Cavaliers season is over, which I fear is going to be soon, we'll be going into the NBA playoffs. So there's that. The rest of the NBA playoffs, like Knicks, Pacers, Wolves, Nuggets, and of course Thunder, Mavs. And then we'll go to the Eastern Conference Finals, Western Conference Finals, and then the NBA Finals. And once the NBA season's over, it'll basically be summertime. And once it's summertime, that means we're going to run through my picks. Run through my picks of high school football. What is going to happen this year for each school? Who knows? I don't know yet. But what I do know is that there are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14 weeks and 2 days until the high school football season is back. Till we're playing Friday night action. Best action out there Friday nights, yes sir. It's going to be a lot of fun to say the least. So if you're not tuning into WHBW, your one stop for all things Highland and Baldwin Wallace, be sure you do so. And we could possibly forget that the high school baseball season, softball seasons are in full swing, as in it's playoff time. Oh my goodness, it's playoff time. Highland beat the lights. I repeat, beat the lights out of Garfield Heights. It was unbelievably glorious. 14 runs in the first inning, and that was basically the ball game. So looking at things right here, let me see what's going on my YouTube channel. 561 subscribers. And the documentary on the Wittenberg game has 194 views, which is not that many. But it's better than nothing. It's better than nothing. And my video that makes fun of, or that's a tribute to Urinating Tree's greatest game video for Massillon, Washington, and Hoban has 400 views, which is also not a lot. Which is hard to believe. Whoops, my keys fell, but have no fear. The Tommy Maroon Sports Show will be hopefully back next week around the same time as always. Of course, 100 days to go till it's go time for high school football. Till next time, I'm Tommy Maroon. Thank you for watching. I will talk to you next week. Goodbye, everybody.
You are watching WCTV, Wadsworth Community Television.